Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Y'all, let's get into it. So these episodes start with Tink and Dolly not fighting on the bus, fighting off the bus. But I ain't gonna lie, I gotta say that fight was a tie, because I feel like Dolly was getting her at the beginning, but at the end, Tink was able to like flip her ass over, and, you know, she was getting her at the end. So I gotta say that fight was a tie. But it's just like, I really wish that they would have like squared up afterwards, but it was honestly too much going on. Because then after that, Mariah decided to check DJ Sky.
Why do you for who? I did not want you to stop Mariah. Okay, so who told you to stop my song? Dolly told me to stop the song. You heard her say that. I really want to slap the fucking dog shit out of DJ Sky. I could literally smell the fear, and she keep trying to put the blame on Natalie. I'm telling you, DJ Sky, you didn't play the right Once Upon a Time. Did I tell you to play remix? Didn't I tell you don't play that mix?
The tensions were so high on stage when you came on. It was a little nerve-wracking even. As soon as Mariah's set's queued up, I play the song. Natalie tells me, stop the song. Mariah tries to make it seem like I stopped the record. Why would I want to stop the record? I'm just trying to get the job done. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Everybody else around here got to tighten up.
And the funniest thing about this whole altercation is the fact that Mariah thought that she was putting some type of fear in DJ Sky. It's like, I feel like Mariah had every right to feel how she feel. But it's just like, if DJ Sky is telling you, hey, Natalie told me to do this, you should go take that up with Natalie. Like, yeah, you can be mad at her for the DJ Jersey mix, you know, her messing up the song. Okay, cool. I feel like that's on DJ Sky. But as far as the whole thing with stopping your music, I feel like she need to take that up with Natalie. Like, I feel like it's kind of corny that she put in 100% of her anger at DJ Sky, but it's just like, no shade, 50% of that should go be with Natalie, because I'm not even the one that stopped your song. So it's just like, I feel like she was doing too much. And the fact that she felt, well, like I said, she had every right to feel how she feel, but it was doing too much because of the fact that she felt like she was just doing all this. Yeah, look me in my face, look me in my, and it's just like, girl, because then afterwards, DJ Sky just walked away, because it's just like, yeah, girl, like, what are you doing? And then afterwards, that chaos is going on. Dolly and Tink are still arguing. You know, Tink is outside the bus. Summer is outside the bus with Tink. So Dolly just decides to kick outside the bus and kick Summer in the head.
You just kicked, damn, Summer.
And even I was like, WTF? I was like, what? Okay, so Dolly is now mad at Summer because she feels like, you know, oh, now you want to talk to Tink. I thought you were supposed to be fighting Tink and woo, trying to call her out for that. And it's like, I get that, but at the same time, Summer is not technically your friend anymore. So she really don't owe you any type of allegiance when it comes down to anything right now. Like, I thought y'all squashed that it was dead. So it's just like, you know, I get why that triggered her, but at the same time, it's just like, I do feel like Summer's not your friend anymore. Like, why would you even expect her to, you know, have some type of allegiance towards you? Like, no shade. So then all that is happening outside the bus. We finally get inside the bus, and it just gets even worse, because it starts with Dolly trying to kick Tinka in the face after she already done tried to kick Summer in the head when they were standing outside the bus. Like, y'all, Dolly was definitely giving Black Air Force One energy, like, for real. So after that, everybody is just like, oh, just let them fight, just let them fight, just let them fight. Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's just like Dolly kicking Tink in the face. You know, Tink not about to go for that. So they actually end up fighting. And no lie, I do give that round to Dolly. I do give that round to Dolly. But the crazy thing is, Tink was in her confessional talking about she didn't really want to fight because of her finger. But it's just like, it's really your fault that you guys are fighting. Like, it's like, you know, you got on stage, you popped your stuff about Dolly, you know, you couldn't expect her to not want that with you. So it's just like I'm shocked that she was shocked that she actually had the fight, talking about, oh, my finger, like, girl, you started this. So then Dolly is just mad, just talking in subliminals, and then Summer's just like, basically, you know, you really want a problem with me so bad, like, if you got something to say it. So Summer and Dolly are going back and forth, and then Killa interjects, and she calls that weird. She just like, oh, y'all throwing each other under the bus and woo woo woo. And it's just like, Killa, I thought you said that you wasn't gonna jump into people's friend business because you don't like people jumping into your friend business. Okay, like, but at the same time, is she right for saying that? Honestly, the only reason why I say no, because of the fact that, what was she really throwing under the bus? The fact that that Summer wanted a lick back with Tinka, like, that really wasn't tea to me. Unless they were actually talking about something that was deeper than that. But it's like, I really thought the only thing that her and Summer were arguing about, like, oh, I don't like you, you fake, you hanging with the ops, you with Tinka, and woo woo, I thought you wanted to fight Tinka. Like, I was just like, which tea or business is she throwing? Like, I was kind of confused by Cold Killa's argument. So I was just like, yeah, like, no, like, she should have just stayed out of it. Because then Dolly and Killa start going back and forth, and Dolly done put Killa ass to the seat. Okay, I was like, damn. And then afterwards, all I heard was Fonda say, oh my god, it's like, where's all this coming from? It's like, girl, your friend just jumped in. Like, that's exactly where that came from. Like, she didn't have to say anything. Like, they really didn't have to fight. Like, it could have just been an argument with her and Summer and Tinka and woo woo woo, but your friend decided to jump in. Like, that's where that came from, girl. And then Killa and Dolly arguing, and Tink decides to start throwing food at Dolly. And I was like Biggie at first. I was like, oh my gosh, like, not the food. Y'all know we barely eat. Like, and all I saw was Dolly. I think I was seeing her taking shots too. So it's just like, y'all getting lit. Like, we ain't gonna have no food. It's like they was throwing water. But I will say, Biggie started doing the most when she started calling Natalie. Like, I low-key agreed with Fauna.
Natalie, I'm never driving the bus again. Never again. Look at this shit.
Biggie, you're an OG. Like, I don't understand why you're calling Natalie. Like, you should be able to put these bitches in check.
And it's like, because one, what is Natalie going to do? She's not here. What is she gonna do? Two, I get that you're being, you know, trying to be funny and woo woo, but it's just like, girl, there's already so much going on. We don't need you screaming and yelling, pointing the phone and doing all this. I was just like, yeah, like, it was funny at first, but then it got annoying. It was just like, yeah, like, what are you doing? And then Cold Killa actually got Dolly back. Cold Killa ate that little sting. I ain't gonna lie, she ate that. She needed to get that get back because Dolly did put her in her seat at first. But their argument afterwards is when things went downhill. They were sitting here just throwing stuff at each other, and then Dolly ended up bringing up Cold Killa's kids, and it was just like, yeah, like, I really hate when they do the whole bring it up the kids thing, because it's just like, y'all's baddies beef is honestly low-key never that deep. Like, I hate when they make it that deep. And then afterwards, you know, Dolly and Cold Killa are still going at it, and then she's just like popping her stuff, woo woo woo, and she's like still just saying like subliminals, not really saying anything to anyone, but she's saying at everyone, but not saying really to. So she says something like, oh, I get in the field, I fought Ivory and Tasiki, like, ain't nobody ever did that. And Tavi said something like, oh, like, speak for yourself. And then Dolly takes off on Tavi. Yo, like I said, Black Air Force One energy, okay? Like, I was seeing it. And I feel like, yeah, it low-key caught Tavi off guard. But at the same time, y'all know Tavi not scary. Like, not like she was just going for this. And then Fauna says something in her confessional about Dolly. She feels like, you know, Dolly's trying to get a redemption episode, a redemption season. And to that, I say this. I feel like everyone that she fought, she had a reason for fighting them. And I feel like she feels like she has nothing to gain from fighting everyone. She already knows or feels like the fans don't like her. So it's like, why would me fighting y'all's faves why would I be doing this? No. Tink started with me on stage. I fought Tink. Cold Killer inserted herself in my business. I hit Cold Killer. You know, Tavi, I ain't gonna lie, she didn't really have a valid reason for fighting Tavi, because, you know, but at the same time, you know, that was like a little spat, you know, she hit Tavi. So it's just like, I really don't feel like she's doing this to get a redemption. It's just like, y'all, I feel like y'all started with me, so I started with y'all. It's just like, I don't know, I don't like that whole narrative. So we finally get to Chicago, and I'm pretty sure they were fighting the whole bus ride, and I'm pretty sure that's so uncomfortable. They ain't have no food, they was throwing the water. I'm pretty sure the bus was just wobbling, and it's just like, yo, they better pay their driver plenty of money, and I hope he got benefits. But yeah, we get to Chicago, and we see a scene with Natalie, Rolly, Tommy, and Janelle. And y'all, okay, I'm gonna say this. Janelle, I just feel like it went too far. Like, I feel like Janelle, like, used to be, like, had a certain point where she was, like, real cute. But it's like, but yeah, Natalie, CEO, she's trying to put the baddies on to some type of business, like, you know, weed business and whatnot. And it's just like, okay, Tommy came in with like a note on her head. Like, at first I thought it was trying to give like Bridgerton, but then I was just like, oh, like, she just really has a note on her head. Like, wow. But honestly, they really wasn't talking about nothing. It seemed like it was strictly like a business move, and, you know, they were forced to talk about Biggie, and Tommy still feels how she feels about the whole Biggie thing, like, you know. So it's just like, yeah, they wasn't talking about nothing. Oh, wait, they was talking about something. Rolly did drop a little something. She said that the real reason why Dolly didn't perform is because apparently Dolly had beef with somebody in Chicago, and she was scared that person was gonna come get her, and it had nothing to do with being booed. And it was just like, I was like, oh yeah, they left that out. Then we see Suki, Sapphire, Scotty, Tasiki, and Jayla link up. That was a lot of S's. Basically, Scotty says that when her and Jayla were out of town, like, Natalie went live and talked about them, which I'm pretty sure we all saw. Yeah, because Natalie did go on a live, like, talking about them, but Scotty is just further saying that she feels like this is because of her relationship with Lemmy, and she feels like, and she even said, like, she can go travel with him, like, she can go do stuff, and it's just like, she feels like Natalie feels some type of way about that. And it's like, no lie, people talking about, like, you know, they tired of the Natalie and Scotty conversations, but it's just like, I'm really curious to see what Natalie has to say about Scotty literally asking her, like, does she feel some type of way about her relationship? And it's just like, she ain't never asked that before, and I want to know. So everybody's saying that they tired of the Natalie and Scotty conversations, but it's just like, I'm looking forward to this one. Because Scotty made a point. If she's gonna talk about me, my relationship, is she gonna talk about my baby when my baby comes in? And it's just like, not like y'all be having limits and whatnot, even though I can't see Natalie going to that extent, but it's just like, you never know. So it's like, I low-key agree with Scotty. But I did think it was a cute little moment when Suki had you know, complimented her, saying she felt like she was gonna be a good mom, because, you know, she's a good, like, dog mom, and that, you know, you bossed up, you know, you got you a rich dude. Like, I was like, she's stupid, but it's just like, I felt like that moment was real cute. Then y'all, next we get to this event, okay, and all hell breaks loose. Dolly was still wearing her black Air Force One. She even come in with the AirPods in to an event that's blasting music. So I was just like, even from that, I was just like, okay, yeah, Dolly's not here to be at an event, because she's already not taking it serious. So everybody kind of like goes to one side of the room, and it's Dolly by herself, and she's just talking, and she's just like, I don't want to have fun tonight. I don't want to have fun tonight. I want to fight. I want to fight. And I was just like, oh, heck. And then all hell breaks loose, like I said, because y'all tell me why Cold Killer done beat Dolly with a belt. Like, she low-key got her lick back.
Dolly, you have to burn, bitch. Is you cool?
You a crackhead, bitch. Bitch, you a crackhead. Yo, make me a crackhead. Yo, kids crackhead. We really bitch.
Last bitch talked about my daughter, she got the belt. Bitch. The belt, literally.
Like I said, like, she ate that. Like, Cold Killer low-key got her lick back. And it's just like, yeah, like, Dolly was talking crap, took it too far, took it too personal. But it's just like, where did the belt come from? Because I ain't see her take it off her waist. Then her and Tavi square up. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, it seemed like that fight was low-key a tie, but Dolly probably overpowered Tavi's. But it seemed like they was both getting hits in. But it's just like, she did leave Tavi's mouth kind of leaking. It's just like, I hate the fact that anytime Tavi get into a fight, she always leave with a brand new face. And then Dolly and Cold Killer start going back and forth, and she's talking about Cold Killer's kids again. And I liked how Big Lex was trying to get into it, and she was just like, yo, Dolly, stop. Like, you know, leave it between y'all. Like, don't leave her kids out of it and woo woo. It's just like, good moment from Lex. Good moment from Lex. Like, I feel like she's an actual friend. Like, the same thing she was trying to do with Summer. Summer just didn't like it. Like, so y'all can't say like, oh, she was like, no, the same thing she's doing she did to Summer, she's doing to Dolly. Summer just took it a different way, and it's just like, Dolly, you know, she's not crashing out at Lex about it. And it's just like, that's what being a friend is. Then Cold Killer and Dolly fight again, and this time the monologue from the beginning was funny. She was like, you want me to go first? You want me to get in? And I ain't gonna lie, Cold Killer got her the first round with the belt, but the other rounds Dolly did get her. Did get her. But y'all, Scotty tries to clock Dolly on picking and choosing and being scary.
Honestly, don't like what I'm hearing from Dolly. Dolly and Tavy, they go at it one round, and then she went 1, 2, I think 3 rounds with Cold Killer. Why did she go so many rounds with Cold Killer, America? Are y'all confused? Because I am too.
And how do y'all feel about this? Because if you ask me, I'ma say she still could have fought Tavi, like, at least one more round. But at the same time, you know, Cold Killer was like, you know, squaring up on her, you know, running up with her. But it's just like, I do agree that she should have fought Tavi again. But at the same time, it's like, shoot, the girl she done kicked Summer in the head, fought Tinka, Tavi, Cold Killer 3 times. Like, the girl been fighting all day. So it's just like, you know, and to not like, Tavi's like the smallest person in the world. So it's just like, no lie, if I were her, I would rather waste a little energy I have beating up Cold Killer, you know, a little 1-2, than, you know, probably getting into a little tie with Tavi. Like, no lie. Then, you know, Lex, Dolly, and the Coochie girls, you know, they like separate, have a talk, like Dolly's cooling off. And then out of nowhere, Summer just runs up on her and she was like, what you said Detroit do? And then Dolly like dropped her little thing quick and she just ran down on Summer. I was like, oh shit, Summer. Like, yeah, she ain't even let Summer get out her full threat, like her sentence, like her intro. Like, she could have at least finished it, okay? Like, she done ran down on y'all girl Summer, and it was just like, to the point where her cousin tried to jump into that. I ain't trying to be messy, but I was just like, Lex said in her confessional, she saw that somebody was gonna jump Dolly, that she was going to be on that, and it was just like, I don't know if she ain't see it. But she sure definitely wasn't on that. You got Rolly that's sitting here talking about it's not baddie behavior that Summer bringing her friends. But it's just like, did she say the same thing when Tommy did it like a few episodes ago? Like, I didn't hear her say that. And if she did, like, y'all let me know. It's just like, you know, because this has been a thing. Like, we've been saying that y'all need to stop bringing y'all friends on here. Y'all should have kicked Marsh off. Like, I didn't see nobody say that to Krishan. So it's just like, is it lame? Yeah, but it's just like, she felt like she could do that. One, because she was in her city, and that y'all always do that. So it's just like, really, what are you talking about? So Summer and Dolly fight again, and then no lie, I feel like Dolly got that too. And Lex starts crying, and it's just like, I get, oh, big three, you know, we were friends, but my only thing with that is, not trying to sound insensitive either, y'all been fighting this whole time. Like, y'all been threatening, saying y'all was gonna beat the girl ass for, you know, since y'all fell out. It's just like, why? Like, I was confused on why she was honestly confused on why this was going on. It's like, I thought like this was inevitable. Like, you didn't see this coming, like we did, and then y'all said y'all was gonna do it. Then everybody just runs to her. Oh my gosh, Lex, you know, we get it. We get how you feel. You know, y'all were friends. Yeah. And I was just like, yo, like, am I the only one that like that? Why is everybody confused and so hurt about this? They've been arguing for the past 12 episodes. Like, yeah, Lex has been crying about it at first, but throughout time, she, like, I thought y'all said y'all was done sparing her, that, you know, if she did it again, it was gonna be woo woo woo. Like, I was confused on why everybody was confused on why this was going on and so hurt about it. Like, we been saw this. And then when Tasiki tries to tell Dolly, like, you know, oh my gosh, your friend is crying, you know, go talk to her, Dolly just dropped the bomb on her. But the funniest thing about it was Tasiki's reaction.
You are too hard right now. Your friend is crying.
Who crying?
Legs.
I have faith. Lex, someone said she ate her pussy, so that's why she crying.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the whoa, Holiday?
Because the thing is, when this whole thing was going on, I really just thought it was something that Summer just probably said because of how unhinged she is. Like, I didn't know that Dolly was the one that started this whole, you know, telephone thing with the rumor of Summer and Lex. And it's just like, why would that be the reason why she's crying? But it's just like, yeah, maybe that's probably what made her more emotional. Because it's just like, dang, yeah, we friends. You know, I got the girl, like my low-key, my sneaky link, my one night stand. That was low-key my friend fighting with my friend and woo woo woo. It was just like, I don't know, yeah, maybe she was crying off that aspect of it. But it's just like, yeah, that's where we leave the episode. And it was a lot to digest. Like I said, Dolly had every right to fight everybody that she fought throughout the episode. I don't think that she was trying to get a all about me moment, like, oh, let me do this for no reason. It was just like, no, like, I feel like people started with her, she fought them, and that was that. So it's like, I don't like that narrative. 1, 2, I feel like she won majority of the fights. You know, Cold Killer ate the belt thing, and she also ate the thing when, you know, she snuck her on the bus. But other than that, I feel like Dolly won majority of, won the rest of her fights. Oh, but the one when they were falling off the bus, I do say that one was a tie. But even the ones with her and Tinka, and it's just like, yeah, and then the one where her and Tavi was a tie. But it's just like, yeah, like, I feel like, you know, I feel like she ate this episode. And like I said, everybody's tired of this whole Natalie and Scotty storyline. And it's just like, yeah, I get it. They do this every season. But it's just like, I feel like this conversation would be different than the rest of the ones. Like, maybe because, like, I'm just so used to Scotty being Natalie's little B, to the fact that now that she's her own B, you know, it's like, I feel like the energy would be different. And I feel like if the real reason that Natalie doesn't F with her anymore is because of her relationship with Lemmy, then it's just like, I can't wait to hear them talk about it. Because it's just like, yeah, no lie, I'm not the biggest fan of their relationship. I thought it was weird at first too. And if Natalie feel like that, then it's just like, I can't wait to hear why. I do say Dolly was wrong for talking about Cold Killer's kids, but I liked how Lex actually checked her about it the same way that she did with Summer, which shows that Lex, you know, when she's saying that, is not to, you know, like, be anything other than be a friend to the people that she feels like are her friends and correcting them when they're wrong. It's just that some people can just take it and some people can't. Some people just want their behavior enabled and some people actually don't think like that. So it's just like, I actually liked Lex in this episode. But like I said, she threw me off with this whole crying about the whole fight thing, because it's just like, girl, y'all been saying y'all was gonna fight this girl and that she kept antagonizing y'all and that she was doing this and that and y'all was tired of her. So it's just like, I'm confused on that. When the fight actually happened, she's just like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? Like, big three, like, girl. But if the real reason is because she losing her lover and her friend and watching them fight is hurting her emotions more, is the real reason, then it's just like, I can't wait to find that out too. Then, like I said, Mariah Lynn was scaring nobody. Like I said, she need to take 50% of that anger and she need to dish it out to Natalie, because it's just like, she's the one that said stop your music. Like, I did the thing with your song, okay, cool, like, we can work that out, send me the right one. But as far as you saying, look me in my eyes, don't stop my set again, it's just like, okay, well, how about you tell your boss to respect when you're on stage? Because, you know, I'm just here to, I get paid by you guys. I'm just here to do what you guys say. Like, I don't know, girl. And then, like I said, Biggie was doing too much on the bus. Like, it was kind of throwing me off. It was funny the first time, like, oh my gosh, the tacos in my hair. But with the whole calling Natalie, it was just like, okay, girl, like, you know, like, what do you want her to do about it? How about you do something about it? Like, you've been here for 5 seasons, like, you know, like, but I guess she was trying to be funny, but it was just way too theatrical, like doing too much. It was just like, yeah, girl, like, calm down. But yeah, I like this episode. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about all this stuff, who y'all feel like won these fades. Look, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole Scotty, Natalie, Lemmy thing. Do y'all feel like Natalie have every right to feel how she feel about her side girl going to mess with her counterparts, you know, co-worker that she introduced them to? Like, I don't know. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything that happened in this episode. Next week we gonna get everything else. Dolly still crashing out. So yeah, y'all, it's gonna be a whole bunch going on next week. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this week's episode. It didn't tell the beat time. Just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.